Okay, hey guys, it's Matt here, and I recently did a video which was what is on my smartphone, but that was my Pixel edition, so to say. But my main phone is an iPhone, so I thought, you know what, let's go ahead and do the same video. Well, you know what, I didn't really think about it, but someone commented it, so thank you, I'll put the comment on the screen. But yeah, today we're gonna be taking a look at what is on my iPhone. I have the iPhone 12 Pro Max still, pretty much because I didn't think it was worth upgrading purely for that 120 Hertz because I've experienced it before. I had like the S20 Ultra and it wasn't like a massive factor for me. Long story short anyway. And so I stuck with the 12 Pro Max. So I'm thinking probably will upgrade for the 14. But right now I'm rocking this. I do actually have this really nice case made by RhinoShield on here. And I've actually swapped out some of the buttons. So I have a red accented power button. And on the other side, I have these black volume keys. So overall, it's just a nice little touch, kind of matches the Snoopy sort of print on the back here. And yeah, I really like this case. Fits really great. Oh, and if you're curious about picking one of these up, I did a full dedicated video featuring some of these cases and some other really great cases, so check them out. I'll put a little card up at the top there. And you know, sometimes I don't stick with this all the time because it doesn't have MagSafe, so if I do want to use my Apple Wallet, I tend to switch for some of the official Apple cases just because they're like slimmer profile and they work with my MagSafe accessories. So actually jumping onto my smartphone, you can see this wallpaper is really, really cool. It's like an underground tunnel. You can see sort of the dark of the tunnel and then the white of the platform. And it's got this really great contrast, especially on the iPhone grid, kind of separates your left to right hand screen. So I really like that. And in terms of, you know, the pages, I only really have like two. So there's only one with app icons. The second one just has a couple of widgets. But you know, there's people out there that have their home screen cluttered with stuff, and I used to be one of those people. And they have this kind of mindset that they have to remember where every app is and go find it each time. And that's just annoying. I prefer to just search, so I can just pull down, I can quickly search, I can swipe across, open up this little app drawer here or the app library, and it's just so much easier to access things that way for me. So that's kind of the way I'm going. But in terms of sort of the static apps on my home screen, you'll get what I mean when I'm mentioning static. The top half here, including some of the stock apps like the App Store, iMessage, Photos, including my socials like so YouTube Studio, Instagram, Snapchat, Messenger, etc. They are all static. But then at the bottom here, I have this 2x4 grid, and that actually changes. So depending on what I'm doing, it will suggest apps that I need for the specific time. So it uses my location and it kind of picks up on my habits, and then it displays all of the apps that I'm gonna need whenever I need them. So if I'm in the car, it's gonna display Spotify for my podcast, it's gonna display Waze, Apple Maps, it's gonna display all those traffic apps and things that I need for when I'm out and about. But then if I'm inside, it's gonna display all my smart home applications so I can easily access them when I'm inside. And so I really do like this widget here, which is the app suggestion widget. Honestly, it's just a great way of sort of simplifying all of the apps across your home screen into one little 2x4 grid. So I really like that. And then in terms of the widgets, I've actually got this little stackable widget here. So it's got some news widget things, some fitness things. I've got my calendar entry. There's also a widget here for the stocks, so I can monitor my Tesla stocks, which is pretty handy. I don't really know if I want to see that right now. Let's just not talk about that anymore. But yeah, on the second page here, we actually have a really large notes widget, and this allows me to easily see sort of the things to do with my channel. So the videos I have coming up, or whether I have some certain goals or whatever I want to do, any changes to make to the channel, I'm going to see it right there, and then I'm going to remember it and actually go ahead and do it. And then just below that, I actually have this little widget here monitoring some of the crypto. So I've got Bitcoin, Ethereum, and I don't know what the third one is. I'm not heavily into crypto, but you know, I do have some. But yeah, that's sort of pretty much my home screen setup right there. I also do have this widget on the left here, which is just got my calendar entries in. And by the way, it's actually my birthday, March 3rd, Thursday. So if you guys want to like, you know, wish me happy birthday or comment on any videos, that would be much appreciated. Now, in terms of some really useful apps, which I think I should point out. So I actually use Apple Music here at the bottom, you probably noticed. That's purely because it's lossless. You're gonna get better connectivity. You're gonna get a little better features. I don't know about connectivity, but you're gonna get better features anyway with the AirPods Pro. So you're gonna get the spatial audio features, and overall, you're gonna get higher quality playback. So honestly, I use Apple Music purely for that reason. I really don't like this Apple Music mix. I feel like it never really understands what type of music I like. Let me know if you guys have the same problem. So I always jump into Spotify, into Discover Weekly, and then I add all these songs into a playlist, and then I have this app called Song Shift, and then I go ahead and actually shift over the playlist from Spotify to Apple Music. So Song Shift, it allows you to import from a source and then output to a destination, and you can move across your playlist between different media platforms. So that's always pretty handy. But honestly, there's not a lot going on my iPhone. I mainly do all the app, widget, cool customization type things on my Android. And this is just kind of like a work phone. I check my emails, I check my socials. And yeah, there's not much else I use it for. Battery life is great on the iPhone though, I must admit. Do get about sort of 10-hour screen on time, which is kind of crazy. But that is pretty much it. So if you guys want to check out some behind the scenes, some filmmaking stuff, remember to check out the new channel. Leave a little card at the top there. But thank you so much for watching. I will see you later. Peace.